Hello, Teacher Riga here. Today's video is a get to know me video, so I'm going to share a bit about myself. So, a lot of people who meet me tell me I'm very confident, even intimidating at times. And I think back to my childhood, my upbringing, my background, and I would say that this groundedness, this surety, this trust that I have on myself and the way I move through the world, knowing that I deserve love and respect and I'm worthy, I am enough, this I would be thankful to the representation I had growing up. I saw a lot of people like me around me. So I was from an all-girls school from the ages of 7 to 17. So primary school and secondary school. So I was from an SK convent and then an SMK convent. And then even in university, I went on to do a Bachelor in Education TESOL, where a lot of my course mates were women. And then after that, when I went to the working world, in a school, again, a lot of my colleagues were women. So I think that was such a gift, such a joy, such a boon to me. And let me explain why. Let's go back to primary and secondary school and leadership positions, right? So we have these clubs and societies, even classrooms, the class monitor and then head prefect and all that, right? I saw so many different types of leadership from so many different types of women, girls at that point, teenagers, right? So you get this like ambitious, competitive baddie, and then you have this like calm and collected type, and then you have this like class clown, hilarious, friendly, girly, and they were all leaders. They were all presidents and they would lead in their own special different ways and they would all be successful. And that was great. And to see us grow and learn and improve, right? To see everyone try to explore and discover who they are, what's their personality, what do they enjoy doing. So to see girls as like brilliant, but also flawed and human, to watch all of that, to absorb all of that, I think was very good for my self-esteem, right? For my sense of self, my identity. And yeah, I think the MC was a girl. Every competition, like girls had to join, like even something as simple as you have to carry like heavy chairs and tables. Well, there were only girls around. So we had to carry those, heavy cupboards or heavy chairs, and you knew we were strong, right? So we got to like play around with like every single personality trait, like, oh yeah, I'm strong but I'm also soft. There was so much we got to explore in that bubble, I feel. Though of course, like eventually, like in real life with our families and beyond, like we learn about sexism at some point. We realize that men and women are treated differently and we are boxed up and it's very limiting, right? And when we are faced with those situations, at least I felt like I had the confidence to advocate for myself, to fight for myself, to demand more, demand better, because I had all of that growing up, right? I knew women were wonderful and like could do whatever they put their minds to. So definitely food for thought. That definitely something I think about fondly even today. So I highly recommend for all my students to find representation, whether in school or outside of school. You need to find people that look like you and see that many different ways of being is possible in this world, and that you can be yourself. You can find out who you are.